Yo, hey guys, Beast, back with some more beastly content. So this is going to be the best base location for level 42 plus. So the location actually is just anywhere off of the side of this highway due to the fact that the walking bus is located right here. This is also located in the red sand, so you will be able to get the new highest rarity ore in here, which is the black looking metal. I think it's like tungsten steel or something like that. You will be needing that to make your new tier 5 weapons and tier 5 armor and calibrate your weapons and armor as well, because you are now on the final tier of everything. You need to go ahead and get all your weapons tier 5, all your gear tier 5. Everything needs to be tier 5 because this next monolith coming up is, I do believe, a level 60 monolith, and if y'all do not realize, the max level for the player is level 50. So we'll all be relying on you having a specific build built out by the end of the game to beat that monolith if you have any hopes of all of clearing it solo, which I plan to do. So as you can see here, the bus did go ahead and drop off 10 enemies here, all giving 180 XP. Well, it looks like 170 now because we are level 46. At level 42 plus, even level 41 plus, these are only level 41 enemies, you will be getting 187 XP per enemy you kill. There's 10 enemies dropped off by the bus. I do believe it's usually 10 enemies. So that makes out about 187 times 10, about 2,000, a little under 2,000 XP per time the bus sits down and drops off enemies. So you can just continue to follow the bus around and kill these enemies and kill these enemies. They also give you 5 in at a lower level. It was giving me plus 6 on the battle pass XP. My battle pass is currently at 58 out of 60. I only have 2 levels left on the battle pass, and 90% of my battle pass farming has been done by using these walking buses in different areas. I like to find them all and show them to you so you all know where all of the different walking buses are that you can use to farm. But the other reason why I think this is a great place for someone reaching level 42, needing to level up to level 50 to stop at, is because the ores here, there is just so much of this new black metal around here, and you also need to be at level 42. You really need to go ahead and get yourself the electric drill unlocked. You even need to unlock the advanced one in the mematics. It will actually be called the solar drill when you actually have it and craft it in the supply bench. But as you can see here, it absolutely eats through ores. I'm literally getting thousands of every single ore I need here. There's aluminum, there's iron, all of it, and there's tons of it. And if you run around in a circle, it'll actually all regenerate by the time you get back to the beginning of the circle here. So you can actually, so you see how like I'm running in here. So also, this is where you need to go to make the drills. You can also unlock a chainsaw, guys, so cutting down trees is going to be this fast. I do have it unlocked. I haven't crafted one. I haven't actually ever needed logs that bad. I have 3 logging beavers. I can probably go get a 4th one right now. And I just have hundreds of logs usually. I mean, I think I used a whole bunch recently to make charcoal. So I may actually be low on logs soon. And when I am going to go ahead and make that chainsaw and test it out in an area with a lot of trees. Because the higher level areas don't actually have that many trees. So we are going to have to be going back to lower level areas to get certain resources when we are in these higher level areas. But I really like this area for a base area. When you're level 42 trying to reach level 50, because like I'm level 46 now and I still don't really want to move. The only reason why I might is if I was to actually want to get into the higher level vehicles. When it comes to vehicles surpassing the bike, because currently I only use the motorcycle, but the other vehicles, they require barreled fuel. And there's a way where you can take water pumps and harvest oil with them just by placing them down in a spot where an oil spill has happened. But it does seem on my world, most of those spots have a ton of bases on them already, so I'm not really even able to get there. And I don't even want to worry about the vehicle or anything like that until I am level 50. Because when I'm level 50, that's when I'm going to move bases. But from level 42 to 50, you probably don't want to be going to find an oil spill and worrying about getting your fuel up and everything else. You can get everything else up just fine. Mixed fuel, I literally have 150 of it. Like, at all times, I have almost 200 mixed fuel, so I can ride around on my bike forever. Pre-level 50, I wouldn't even worry about vehicles. That's just kind of a tip for me. I guess this is kind of like a tips for level 42 plus or under level 50. When you're just at this point, because see, once you're level 42, there's only 8 levels left till you're level 50. It's not that many levels, and it's only like 30,000 XP per like level up that you need to do. Like it's 30,000 XP right now for me from 46 to 47. Then I'm gonna only have 3 levels left to do. And this is just now the 3rd week of my server, which means I still have 3 weeks left of my server's season. Now, that being said, when the new season arrives, I am just going to go ahead and start on the new season on a fresh character, and whatever my character has reached on the 20th is going to be transferred to Eternal Land, and I'm going to be done playing on it, but I could still play it out until the end of the actual season based on the server. That's just how servers work. And seasons work in this game. Also, what we're doing here is building out crops here because we need to get like the infected crops, and we're wanting to get a Buzzy Bee. I found an area that's supposedly supposed to give the Buzzy Bee, but it's almost never there for anybody on the first try, and I just think there's probably a better area to go find a Buzzy Bee, and I am looking for a Buzzy Bee area. Now, once I get a good spot for it, I'm probably going to include it into some sort of guide so that y'all know. Probably the next top 5 deviants for territories guide. But as you can see here, we were going to go ahead and get a water pump down there, but we don't have the materials yet. I think it's like iron we needed, or steel ingots we needed, and we just weren't smelting them yet. And as you can see here, this is just going up and down the highway. This is looking for the battle bus right here. And the reason why you do this is just because sometimes the battle bus isn't right where you need it. Like, you get outside of your base and he's nowhere near, but this time he actually was right by my base somehow. I guess he was up the hill instead of down this way. You never know which direction he's going, so you can go the wrong way when you're looking for him on the highway. So if you feel like you went really far, turn around and go the other way, and you should be able to find him. But like I said, this is a wonderful XP farm for level 42ers. If you're level 41 even, you can come in here and farm this. It's not going to be a big deal. Heck, eventually, if you do want to make this just for the acid and you're not worried about the XP, it's just kind of a bonus, but you need to farm a bunch of acid, you may want to come in here with a melee weapon. I think I may be doing that soon for an acid farm, because I am really getting to the point where I need a lot of acid again, because I've used a ton of my acid. I had like 400 earlier, and making this new ore is just eating away at my acid. So I do think I'm going to work on another way of getting a lot more acid than what we currently are getting, and if there's a way to pump it from the ground, we are probably going to be pumping acid from the ground. And as you can see, we just continue to chase the bus. You can actually shoot down the bus early so that it'll sit down early. And another thing here, I have a bugged out season goal, I do believe. So under secure, it says deal damage to enemies with deviations, and I've been using my deviation for a very long time in battle, and it's never moved from this current number it's at of like 3,900 and something. And it's making me mad because this is something you need to be working on 3rd weekend of the season. You need to be trying to complete all of these goals on all the season goals every week, because they all give a few thousand star chromes, and your main goal at this point is to get all legendary gear, a full set from the shop. That is the end goal here, because that'll help you out so much in the level 50 Monolith, and it'll help you out in all sorts of other in-game content. Your defense will be so much better. All you'll have to do is max that type of gear out, and then you will be set on the gear. And as you can see here, it just absolutely wiped through them with the gun. One thing I will say is you do want to go ahead and use copper rounds or steel rifle rounds. I would not be wasting AP ammo on these enemies. I would be making the cheapest ammo available to you. For me, I do believe I was making copper rounds for this. I think one time I made 7,000. I think that was my 42 to 45 just run in one go. I made 7,000, and I ended up not even using all 7,000 in one go. I ended up still having like 3,000 ammo left on it. And I just went and followed this bus and killed the enemies. But I think I was also shooting the bus and actually taking it down, and it does give you like more XP per time spent, and if you have a whole ton of ammo, it may work out, but overall I would not suggest shooting down the bus. But I do believe this is the end of the video. Go ahead and leave a like on it if you did enjoy it, and keep it beast mode.